Lights out on the field, 30 laps. Here we go green out of turn number 4.
Charge down to the corner track, nice and wide. A little moisture being applied down on the inside of the racing surface. That'll hold them down low for a while, with the exception of a couple cars, one of which is Jake Nail.
Carroll running inside the top 10, trying to make his way to the front, as now Cruz Dickerson and Cannon McIntosh go to battle for that second and third spot.
It was funny to watch Jet Yanis get down on the inside. Just felt not as footloose and fancy-free, perhaps. He hops back up to the high side and again hustles it around the racetrack. And Chris Carroll down on the inside. Connor Lee, the 1H car, working that high line. Now has figured out a pretty good entry down into turn number 1 and 2 and turn number 3 and 4. Has to drop down to the inside, though. Chris Carroll went high side, 3 wide coming out of the corner.
Jet Barnes working the bottom side of the racetrack there, the 72 Royal chassis, trying to make a maneuver around both of them as we go 9 laps in the books. Matt Carr made contact with an infield tire there exiting turn number 4. Got the car upset, tried to straighten it back up, and for a wild ride goes the 93 of Matt Carr. 13 laps down, we go green out of turn number 4.
Little shuffle off to the side there. Keep that number 14 back in the number 2 spot for McIntosh as he lets him go through. Jake Nail back to the high side, though. Nail working the cushion very well down through turn number 3 and 4. And look at this, deep down into turn number 1. Rotates through the apex. Can he get a run on that P2 spot?
Well, that's exactly what Jake Nail needed, was to kind of regain some composure and get the field bunched back up to where he could shoot it around the top side of the racetrack. Coming with him, another Port City regular, Chris Carroll, trying to run the top, as well as Connor Lee. They know that it's up there. They just got to kind of make it happen.
Carroll's trying to drive into P3 now, and McIntosh down on the inside is just trying to hang on for dear life, it looks like. So he'll clip a tire, and that could be what Carroll needs. He'll squirt through to the outside. McIntosh up off the bottom. He gives up a transfer spot, and here comes the 33 of Dickerson.
Dickerson getting by the 14 of McIntosh as well, staying glued down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Now look, Kirkman goes to the top, and Nell goes down to the bottom. New race leader at the line. Jake Nell, your new race leader.
Picked his pocket, getting down into turn number 1. Nail on the point. Back behind it comes Kirkman. He's now scored second on the field. Around the outside comes Chris Carroll. Carroll may look at the race lead. Look at this, a little slide job out across the racetrack. Carroll finds himself in a fight.
Get ready and watch this. Chris Carroll going to put it on him right there out of turn number 4. Touches the front bumper of Kirkman. Kirkman going to get shuffled back outside of a lock-in spot. 2 Port City guys going to duke it out here for this feature win. Cruz Dickerson holding on to a transfer now, trying to get some added insurance as they work down through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, Dickerson calm, cool, and collected down on the inside. Just kind of bebopped his way into that number 3 spot. And that final transfer position, now they're all pulling away from the 78 car back behind a Kirkman. Kirkman was in for so long, and now with just 4, soon to be 3 laps to go, finds himself falling by the wayside.
Chris Carroll not done yet as he goes to work on Jake Nell, working the high side. The caution flag will fly, however. Times it to go now out of turn number 4. Green flag will fly and we get back underway.
Right back to the middle of the racetrack down that end, and he is definitely stuck to the track like a toad on the Texas Turnpike. And here comes a run out of the number 5 car. Slide job out of Yanis back behind. Contact onto the front straightaway.
Looking at him 3 wide back there for the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot. As trouble for the 72 of Jet Barnes. Will pull it to the infield. White flag one more time around here. And look who's coming. Cole Kirkman trying to battle past Chris Carroll for the 3rd and final lock-in spot down into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, a drag race at the line. It's going to be too close for me to call, but looks like Chris Carroll going to get the 3rd and final lock-in spot. The checkered flag will fly. Jake Nell gets the job done there. The bullet by Sawyer